Today is March 28th, 2024. Oh, Lord. Officer Mark Arjon. Do you remember in 19 and Walmart 62, some old man was walking around and saying he was an attorney, and he was bullying and being rude around me, and I ignored him and walked off, and I thought, why is Dave having his divorce attorney stalk me and harass me? What on earth? Remember I said something when I got in the car? It's him. He's the one doing this. I knew I had seen that guy in Virginia's restaurant on Sunday, the one sitting behind me before. I knew I seen him before. Couldn't place him. He's the guy in 19 that I thought was Dave's divorce attorney. And when I went in for my divorce, I thought, you're his divorce attorney? Then who's that guy? He's that where they said that old man Dave hired? It's him. It's him. Where he sat behind me in Virginia's restaurant. I heard FBI agent John got fired for telling on her, for calling the hotline. He said it serves that idiot right. He said, I heard that idiot may lose everything. Serves him right. You know, that idiot put it in the court order. No one's allowed to talk to her. And then told her to admit to no wrongdoing. And I got all this stuff on her. And I can't use it. And it's made up shit. Drugged confessions, photoshopping, and washing. You're a human trafficker. You're an old, wrinkly pig with lipstick on. And you're still a human trafficker. Don't matter what color lipstick you put on, you're still a human trafficker. The police really think there's something following around saying no one's allowed to say anything to her. There's a court order from a judge for protected custody. They don't do it because they hate you. It may be applause, but there's a court order. If you're a real attorney, you would know that. You're in the human traffickers. Okay? Heard some old Indian guy fell in love with her, watching her and bought her. They need to arrest that guy too. Florida human traffickers. Officer Mark and John, remember, what was it? January 22nd, 2019. I got my stomach scoped when they pushed me through the back doors. There was this older Indian guy saying, my beautiful princess, my beautiful, beautiful princess. You tell those people, they better make sure nothing happens to her. Then the Indian family followed me, part of the Florida human traffickers. Last Thursday, outside where I work, there was a guy on a phone with someone. Said, we all know my grandfather bought her for one of us. I'm the one that they make fun of her for. I went out with someone else. I made a mistake. I found out how good she is to her boyfriend. I even found out what kind of men that she dated. That she dated police officers, retired sheriffs, and business owners. And all these people are running around saying she's not good enough for anyone else. And she went out with those kind of men. Well, let's put it this way. Educated people don't fall for your scheme. They know the law. And they know the rights and that you can't do this. And you're a scam artist. Stalking tapes with photoshopping and washing, drugged confessions, and stalking tapes. Can't do that. Educated people, no, you can't. And then um, by Saturday morning, same person talking to him. Some guy named John showed up, told me off of who do you think you are? Interfering in her life. She would have been remarried a long time ago. He said, I just said I didn't know which one of them to date. There's more women like me that his family has bought, having drugged for fake confessions, being raped, tortured for their amusement. I bet the word date means so because he doesn't date us. You want to date women, you just take them out for a couple dinners, see if which one you like. You don't have them terrorized. Human traffickers keeping them basically kidnapped in front of people, running scams on them till he finds which one he sold. Like the retired CIA agent, you can tell you've been around the human traffickers. Listening to you, talking to you, it's like talking to a mafia mom. The way you stand, the way you talk, you can tell you've been around them. I said, well, they used to walk by me, scream they didn't like my hair, they didn't like my clothes. You had to wear a belt with jeans, you have to wear hose with a skirt. How dare you come out without hose on? You stand with your hands on top of each other. You say the day went well, not good. You speak correctly. She's like, you need to be careful. This special outfit will come out. I said, I heard of that. She said, it means you're sold. And if they say you're gorgeous, they want to kill you. So I bet the word date means so. Because he doesn't date us. Okay. By Sunday night when I went in, they said some attorney showed up. So that agent didn't that John didn't say he was an agent that showed up. And nothing that I said to him is usable. Yes, it is. He went over to tell you off for being a jerk. And whatever you disclosed, he didn't say, I want to question you about human trafficking, Karen. I'm federal FBI agent John. Huh? He told you off for being a jerk, and whatever you said on your own is your own damn fault. Okay. Not last night, the night before. Michelle's boyfriend was outside. I had went through how I was sick, how I got well. Okay, and that was medication here. About that traffic accident I had nothing to do with in the middle of me getting well. Then 6 months later, strange making up that lie. Had nothing to do with it. Went through the money disappearing to all the times of my life, to my door getting kicked into the wall. And then with the next week of having bruises, throwing up, infected, almost passing out, and it kept happening. Never seen or talked to anybody. To calling the FBI, and then what happened afterwards. Okay. While Michelle's boyfriend was outside, he said, I know she stayed awake tonight, going over everything. I'm glad she did. I called Michelle and I told him I never want to speak to her again. Yes, I am good with my decision. He said, I found out when they bashed her in the back of the head, they were trying to kill her. And that caused her to become incompetent. That attorney has some doctor working with him. That's not even hers. Thought he could have them write him up that she's incompetent. Living with that guy. Then they found out they were going to get married. I found out everything she did before. I used to be a banker, retail banker, loan processor. And they were trying to say she was incompetent. They can't do that. No, they can't. He said, and that's not even her doctor. He works for them, and that's HIPAA. Is Pam having them do this? She needs to go to jail for this. They all do. Dave had told people that he was made to marry her. I went around asking him. Nobody made him marry her. He said, I found out it was one of his girlfriends from before her wanted to have that insurance and use it and wanted extra money he could give her. So she's the one that made him marry her so that she'd have money and free insurance. Told you, my whole marriage was a scam. He said, and I'd like to talk to that agent that opened her case, that told on her for calling the hotline. He said, I'd like to know why he went along with any of this. I would like to know that too. I would like to know that. He said it had, what Strange said about her, it was over Tim and Katie, thinking that she was following him. He said it had nothing to do with that family. That family, her father murdered her son. And it was a medication error that made her sick before. He said, I listened to what she said about occults. It's really good. And I realized why it's happening. And that video she uploaded, how I uploaded Jim Jones to my Facebook, where he ordered all those people to kill each other. And 900 people killed each other under a psychotic man's orders. I want you to think about that. He said, I realized what is going on. When she uploaded that video, and that video she did of occults and how they work. Officer Mark and John, where that guy was in Virginia's restaurant on Sunday. It's a guy Dave hired, where you guys call him some old man. He's telling people he's an attorney. I don't care, that wrinkly old pig with lipstick on, he's still a human trafficker. And he's saying that you guys turned it over to him and he's in charge. Nobody turned it over to him. He's saying how he's the one telling everybody not to help me, not to believe me. Nobody's to care what they do to me. He's a human trafficker. He has to be the one, July 8th, 24, 9:10 in the morning. I called and I ordered those men to come here. The one that called and ordered them to come here. I paid for them to show up. I paid for them to do everything to her. I pay people to follow around and say and do stuff to her. I know she only carried a gun because Dave was controlling. It's him. He's the one telling everybody he's the agent over my case. He's impersonating a federal officer. It's him. It's him. The guy that I thought was Dave's divorce attorney. He did not have special permission from the courts to be in my home. Dave hired him on his own. A real attorney would know the Fourth Amendment. The right to privacy over your home is stalking tapes. Drug confessions, they would know it's racketeering. Like that guy that said he was Michelle's boyfriend. He said they need to at least get him for kiddie porn. Because we all know he taped those kids and sold them on porn sites. Think about that human trafficker. A man drugging women up in their home, beating, raping them. Poor thing comes out of it, don't even know what happened, never seen her talk to him. See, that's where Michelle's boyfriend said, I found out she never seen her talk to anyone. That's how not funny this is. You make sure nobody says a word. What would you say to me? You arrested the bastard for breaking in and drugging me up and telling me to say stuff, right? And having me being raped under drugs so I wouldn't know what happened to me. He's a sick, satanic bastard. Huh? There was nothing for that agent to laugh at. Photoshopped a washing in the shower. Oh, yeah, he was talking about that too. It's not funny. Done by some rapist, some serial rapist. It's that old man Dave hired. He's big enough and rich enough in the cartel he can order him. Well, Michelle's boyfriend said, I'm going to go that age. I want to know why he told on her. I want to know why he talked to her that way. It was a medication error, and she had nothing to do with what happened to that family. And they had nothing to do with what Strange lied on her. They're not even connected. And this is all over Strange thinking she was following Tim and Katie. We all know that. Think of that. Officer Marker John, that agent was supposed to load my money on the card. It should be in the FBI Drug and Task Force. I never picked it up because how broke was. Ever since that one Florida drug cartel guy tortured me, yeah. Would you mind? It took everything in me to go report this to the FBI office in Belden. But my money with the card should be in the courthouse. Would you go get it? Like the criminal attorney prosecutor's office, the place I talked to, it's the First Amendment. He doesn't even have enough authority to ask you to stay quiet. It can't be in a quarter. It's illegal. It takes a judge to put a gecko on you. He's only bullying you. And then he's already admitted on a recorded line he told on me. Then and he told like 1,000 people. It becomes stupid. That he met with that family in his office and all those church people. There was over 300 at Papers that night. Without strangers and without blogs. Huh? One of their agents told on a victim calling for help. Boy, if I got my money for the reward for getting Trekasami arrested, I'd get my family out of here. You know, the other day I was in Golden Crown, and when some of those apostolic people came in, oh, hell no. You will not follow me around. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking over. Started blasting how demonic these people are. Of how that agent went and told all the churches that I called the FBI hotline didn't care I was being drug beat and raped. Because the strangers lie. And he was going to turn me back over to him. And they thought they all left. And here the police and the FBI still taping. They got Melissa friends with Michelle. Melissa telling the kids to lie on Thanksgiving of 18 that they made everything up, they were games of pretend, and they wanted the house for Auntie Shaw and Papa. John defended me that no one could ever say anything bad about me. It'd just be made up because the divorce is going to be moving out. She'll have her church people make up something too. And the same thing, that nobody could say anything bad about you. It'll just be made up. Don't worry about it. To Dave defended me, Karen, you're good to the kids, you're good to the grandkids. You never hurt anyone. You're good to everyone, no matter who it is. To Danny and Jen, didn't know about button cameras. They didn't know about a shower scene and washing yourself in the shower in the other room. They knew I had bruises, throwing up, infected, and almost passing out. Or bruises, throwing up, migraine, headache, and almost passing out. They may not know about the personal infection because that's personal. But they didn't know somebody was drugging me and beating me and telling me to say weirdo stuff. They didn't know anything. And they tried to frame them. And that Josh defended me, my grandkids defended me. And the other ones got caught stating they made everything up and their mother telling them to lie. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going on. I said, do you realize how evil? My boyfriend said, you know, it's satanic. We went to leave that apostolic lady, turn her back on the phone. Anybody would be stupid to say something to her. They caught them all saying they were lying. The rest defending her. Well, at least now you don't have to worry about her. They never had to worry about me. I haven't been a member of that church since '03. You don't want somebody to go to their church. You know what you do? You tell them you don't want them there. You don't try to drug, beat, and rape them and try to have them murdered, you freaks. We're going to have a talk of how occults work. Like Michelle's boyfriend said, I listened to that video of that one ago. Then I listened to her statement of what occults were like. It was really good. You got to think, they live in a society that's not like ours, among us. They have their own rules. They believe the rules are laws. They tell them how to wear their hair, how to wear their clothes. They tell you you can't have friends outside of the church. It'll be a bad influence. They don't want you to see your family members that are not part of the church. It will be a bad influence. Why? Because they'll lose control over you. They tell you that not only do you have to give them 10% of your income, but then they order you to give large offerings, like $500,000 or more. They will bully you till you pay it. They don't care that you don't have food in your home. They don't care that you can't afford to give your kids lunch money for school and you go hungry. Your children go hungry. Then they'll demean you, that there's something wrong with you, that you don't make enough money to be able to give them your money, that they're robbing you of, and you're making you let your family go hungry. That you should go out and work more to give them more of your money. They rob you of every dignity and every dime they can get out of you. They're shysters that control you. And if they cannot control you, they will get rid of you or kill you. It's a society of people worshiping people like they are God. And what they say is ultimate truth and law over them. They do not have minds of their own. They're like those extreme religious groups in other countries. They have them go in and kill people. We have them here in the U.S. They put little buns on their heads and skirts on them. And they're killing people. They're cults. Jim Jones ordered 900 people to kill each other. And they did it. They killed their children. They killed each other at the orders of a madman because they looked at him as if he was God. That's the way these people are. That's why they think they can kill and destroy another human being. They do not have a mind or emotions of normal people, of right and wrong and the laws, because they live in a society that these people are gods over them, and they are mindless drones. There was a lady in Strangers Church years ago. She was really sick, okay? And she finally found the right doctor, and he did surgery, and he fixed it. Strange said, stand up and testify, and thank God that he healed you. Said, God didn't heal me. The doctor fixed it. You either testify or I'll throw you out for blasphemy. He threw her out. Badmouthed her from the pulpit for years. Now, where I had the medication errors after a bunch of surgery, went to a bunch of crackpots. My whole body swelled up. My legs are popping. My knees are popping out of place. Had to have them drained. I had such massive swelling. Like a doctor said, you needed dialysis, even though you're still urinating. It's like you need it. You're so full of fluid. Your body can't keep up with it. Having to go to orthopedic doctors and have them drained. They ordered braces and canes because I'd fall from the swelling. Heart attacks, seizures, adrenal gland, thyroid shut down. Lying so bad I said I had brain tumors, and the only thing's wrong with me is my muscles locked up from a bunch of surgeries. And they caused all this, and they were ripping me off, and it's documented fraud, medical malpractice, and medication errors. If I would have sued them, I would have been a millionaire. A doctor last year, the FBI put in jail for 50 years for that. Get the idea. And then over 9 months of slowly getting well. And in the middle of it, I started with Dr. Eli on fentanyl patches and muscle relaxers. And by April, I'm almost well. May 3rd, 2003, I had nothing to do with that traffic accident. We were all at home. Brian showed up and told us that he was speeding in front of a bunch of church people, blew through a stop sign into a semi. He got ripped into pieces, and Tyler got ejected and thrown through the air and slammed on the pavement in front of people, dead instantly. Come July, I finished getting well, and Strange made up that lie in November of 03, when he thought I was following his son with Tim and Katie had to get rid of me real quick. It had nothing to do with them and her father murdering her kid. If he was still alive, he'd still be in jail for that murder. It's vehicular homicide. I found out September 18, 24, when the investigator said he had went over and talked to him, that Strange ordered me to be killed when he thought I was following Tim and Katie. It was my sister Linda following her husband, cheating on her. Ordered me to be killed, and if I didn't die, they were to have me destroyed and make sure I got nothing. Nobody was allowed to say or do a thing until Dave said he wanted a divorce. And it took him 15 years to say it. All this was over Tim and Katie. And that family, using their family's tragedy I had nothing to do with, like Michelle's boyfriend said, they're not even connected. They can't say him saying something about her offended. That might have nothing to do with them. Exactly. It was 6 months later, too. They think 15 years later they're going to have people kill me and hunt me down because somebody called me a bad word, had nothing to do with their kid's death. Huh? It's ridiculous. It's because it was a scam to manipulate people. They were bullshitting people. But they have a cult following that somebody said something about somebody else and it offended you. Had nothing to do with you, but it offended you what they said about her. We'll drug, beat, and rape her. We'll have her killed. They're that crazy. But that's the mindset of an occult. When I got well, Strange wanted me to testify. I stood up once, thank God for bringing me through everything I went through, and that I finally got well. I loved and thanked everybody for their support and for being there while I was getting well, and that I appreciated all of them. Strange wanted me to testify more, and I said no. He wanted to exploit me getting well. After all those surgeries, the medical malpractice, and the 9 months to get well, he wanted to exploit it. I wouldn't let him. So he called me a faker when he thought I was following his son with his mistress. He was already pissed. He couldn't exploit me. I wouldn't let him. Get it? See, if that's where the police were in the back because they had to go with me to my family physicians. The doctor told them, everything before 2002 was fraud. It was the doctors doing it. It was medication errors. They were defrauding you. There was nothing wrong with you, but your muscles locked up. It's the medicine doing it. And I said, I know that they told us that before. She walked out and he said, God healed you. I said, I know it was the medication. He said, you better say God healed you, because that's the way they talk. I always say, by the grace of God, I believe all good things come from God. I do. And it is by His grace I am even here today. I mean, I have lived through a concentration camp by the cartel. I've been raped, tortured, my skull bashed in, almost shot driving, had to hide on a shooting night. That's another thing Michelle's boyfriend said on that shooting night. Did people really die? They did. Okay. She was left up there with no help. And all those things happened to her. I want an explanation from that agent. Well, I would like one too. Because he's the one that told on me to all the churches. He's the one that told. Admitted on a recorded line. He told on me, met with that family in his office and all those church people. I know they're trying to kill you. And he says strangers lie of faking you are sick when it was a medication error, medical malpractice. He admitted several times, even made fun of me for that drug dealer Pete that was drug beating, raping me, and how he was running a scam on me and how I didn't know. I've never talked to him. Never. I didn't even know who he was talking about. That's another thing Michelle's boyfriend said. It was supposed to be an attorney in her home before. Well, common sense. Fourth Amendment. Police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life with statements in a court order. No attorney, it's right on Google. If attorney tapes you unaware with button cameras in your home, they lose their license, go to jail, and they have to compensate you. That's the real law. No shyster attorney can set up button cameras taking someone's right to privacy away. And let alone have men break in and drug them for fake confessions, beat and rape them. Like Michelle's boyfriend said. We all found out she had never seen or talked to anybody before. Tell everybody not to say a word to her how not funny this is. They were having her drug beat and raped. Yeah, that's how not funny it is. You made fun of me for somebody I never even knew they existed. See, that's the whole thing. Until I seen that guy in Walmart 62 after the FBI case showed up, I didn't even know who he was. Because that's why I got in the car, and it's like, why is Dave's divorce attorney? Because he said something about being an attorney and something about Dave. Why is he having his divorce attorney stalk me and harass me? It wasn't his divorce attorney. No attorney can be in your home. Like the police up there said, it's illegal. Like the prosecutor's office, it's illegal. It's still stalking tapes by some psycho that is setting up cameras stalking somebody. He's drug cartel. I don't care what kind of color lipstick he puts on. He's still a pig in lipstick. He's still a human trafficker. Having women drugged for fake confessions, being raped in their home, photoshopped a washing, running scams on it, and selling kiddie porn. That's where Michelle's boyfriend, they need to at least get him for the kiddie porn. How about what he did to Karen? How would you like to take a drink out of a drink in the room, go dizzy and black, wake up with bruises all over you, throwing up, headache, migraine, and your person area is swollen and infected? You think it's the dirty well water you're showering in. Or wake up with injection marks and more. And my personal area was so swollen, it was pushed open and out. I had to go to the doctor. When I peed, I would scream. He was having me sexually abused. He's a sick, satanic bastard. At least put a pair of heavy boots on and kick him where it counts. I had to be seen for those injuries. I lost 18 pounds. That man is evil, human trafficking people out of their homes and running drug scams on them. Like he said, no one better say a word to her. What would you say? You arrested him, right? The injustice of what happened here is ungodly and unheard of. Where he said he's going to go to that agent and find out why he went and told on me. I would like to know. I would like to know why he made fun of me for them trying to kill me because some bastard made up a lie on me and thought it was funny and said he didn't even blame him for trying to kill me. Get your facts straight, like that guy said on September 18, 24. That agent needs to get his facts straight before he puts his name on anything. It was a medication error that made us sick before. Well, he'd known that if he was an agent. He knew that. He told the police he was only acting that way to get the drug dealers. Because they all know he told on me, and they all know he don't have the authority to ask anybody to stay quiet. It can't be in a court order. No judge could sign it. I've talked to a criminal attorney, prosecutor's office, and police. He was only bullying you. And he's not allowed to tell you, but because of the freedom of speech, you can tell whoever you want. And it can't be in a court order. They go to jail for it. He can't tell people they can't help you either. And where that stupid guy Dave hired, he's the one telling everybody no one's to believe me, no one's to help me. That agent only said the FBI wouldn't help you. And he can't even say that. You cannot withhold protection from any U.S. citizen. It's a constitutional right. So is freedom of speech. So is the right to privacy. See, that's where educated people do not fall for this. And that agent knew better. He opened a real case with statements with money and immunity that can't be closed until the FBI puts me in another witness protection program. He opened a threat of life and attempted life. I have to be in one, like the prosecutor's office said, until I die. I have to be in a witness protection program. And for working the case and getting information on those people for the government, they owe me for the rest of my life. It wasn't one of their agents in the trenches. It was one of their little informants that they left up there under police surveillance with a court order, and the U.S. Marshals have been using it and blowing the hell out of them. I like my money, and I like my money for Trakasami. I'm going to get my family the hell out of here. At least in a different part of the state, away from this insanity. One of their agents told on a victim calling for help, admitted on a recorded line, made fun of me how they were trying to kill me and he knew it and he didn't arrest them. Made fun of me for some rapist, Pete, how he was running a scam on me, and I've never talked to him yet. Didn't even know who he was talking about. Made me beg for life and then listed me an informant with money and immunity. Then, oh, the FBI won't help you if you say something. You already told everybody, jerk. And you don't have that kind of authority. Like the prosecutor's office, criminal attorney, and police, he's only bullying you. He's bullshitting people. And he set up the case, and I'd like my money. And I like my money for Tragasami, too. Officer Marker John, will you go talk to him? Please. And I like my card with my money. I'm going to upload this.